What's going on YouTube? It's Sean here and I'm back today to give you guys a much anticipated review of the Nike Air Max Susan. This shoe continues Nike's partnership with Leica Studios. So in the past they've released sneakers for other movies like Paranorman and Coraline, and they're back again on this collaborative effort on the Air Max 1 for the recently released movie Missing Link. So this pair released in very limited numbers on April 12th for $170 US. As far as I know, there was no Canadian release, so I had to pay resale and I picked my pair up through StockX. The official colorway for this shoe is Sail, Alabaster, and Cosmic Bonsai. So first off, I want to give you guys a look at the box. So these do come in a special edition box, and as you can see, the look of the box mirrors the look of the main character of the movie, Mr. Link. So the top of the box has this green stripe pattern with the Nike Air logo, and then the bottom half of the box is done in this crosshatch pattern. On the inside of the lid, we have the words, "You can call them Susan." And this is a play on Mr. Link in the movie. If you guys haven't seen the trailer, he declares that his name is Susan, which is why the name of the shoe is called the Air Max Susans. Last but not least, there's also special edition paper as well. So this is a leaf pattern paper, which is a nice added touch. So jumping back into the shoe, so despite being called the Air Max Susan, we all know that this really is the Air Max 1. This shoe is so unique and there's so many different types of materials on the shoe, which really makes this pair very, very special. As we jump straight into the toe box area, so the base layer of this shoe is constructed using this white canvas. Wrapping around the front edge of the toe box, the mudguard here is done in this crosshatch pattern, and this is supposed to mimic the pattern found on Mr. Link's jacket and pants. Right at the base of the toe box where the laces are, we have this very hairy beige suede. As for the quarter panel of the shoe, this is done in this green textile that has this vertical ribbed effect to it. We also have contrast brown stitching as well, and this is supposed to mimic the vest that Mr. Link wears. Overlaid on top of this, we have this off-white colored leather swoosh on the lateral side, and then on the medial side, this swoosh is done in red. Unlike your traditional Air Max 1, for this shoe, the top two eyelets are covered or blocked in these fake cufflinks. As we continue on to the back end of the shoe, once again we have more of that crosshatch pattern, and then covering the back heel we have that beige hairy suede, along with white leather on the bottom mudguard. Finishing this all off, we have the Nike Air branding embroidered in green. In terms of laces, so these come with thinner than normal off-white colored laces, and then underneath this we have a brown colored leather tongue with this green patch at the top that replaces your traditional Air Max branding, and instead we have the word Air Susan. So the inner liner of the shoe is also unique, so to the touch it sort of has like a mix of a fleecy or microfiber feel to it, and this is different than your standard Air Max 1 lining. And as I take out the insole, so these come with a cork-lined insole with the Nike Air branding on the heel. So the upper of these Air Max Susans sits atop this foam midsole that's wrapped in brown leather. We have this brown stitching that runs across the length of the midsole, and then underneath the heel we have this window that exposes the Air Max unit found within the shoe. So personally, I really love this leather wrap midsole. I feel like it really elevates the shoe and gives it a very luxurious touch. Finally, as I flip these over to the bottom, so here we have your standard Air Max 1 outsole. So this is entirely done in gum rubber, and we have the Nike Air branding found underneath the heel. So in terms of how these fit, my feet measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and I typically get a size 10.5 in my Air Max 1s. For these guys, I picked these up in a size 10 because when I was buying them, the 10.5 was much more expensive than the size 10. With that said, these do run a little bit more on the snug side, so I wouldn't hesitate to go up a half size. But all in all, if you guys normally go true to size for Air Max 1s, then I think you'll be okay with true to size for these guys. It's just for me personally, I just happen to prefer the half size up. Comfort wise, so nothing special here. This feels exactly like all my other Air Max 1s, so despite having the cork insole, there was pretty much no difference in terms of how comfortable they were. With that said though, they're not going to be uncomfortable by any means, but just don't expect anything super plush or super comfortable. Last but not least, as I'm sure you guys have seen through your own eyes throughout this review, the materials on this shoe are amazing. The quality and the construction on this shoe is top notch, and to me this was well worth paying the resale price. So with all that said, let me lace up these Air Max Susans and I'll show you guys how these look worn on feet. Whether or not you're a fan of the movie, I feel like if you are a fan of Air Max 1s or just a fan of collecting sneakers in general, then these Air Max Susans probably have caught your eye. I gotta say guys, these aren't gonna be the easiest shoe to wear. They are very loud and very out there. However, as a collector's piece, they're amazing. And I feel like you could probably wear these with a more toned down outfit and then just letting the shoes really shine and speak for themselves. So let me know in the comment section down below how you guys feel about these Air Max Susans. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on my Instagram at esco8, check out my Twitter at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So until next time, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hopefully this video helped you sway your decision one way or another if you guys were on the fence about copying these. And until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next one.